And continuing on with the daily. I mean, I've done the laundry detergent, the smelly stuff, dusted the furniture, swept the patio. It's not like I don't do anything and I just sit around all day. I'm just not able to work like a normal person, which is why Nan taught me how to keep houses. Only for people like Mrs. Wood to sit there and bitch about me using CLR to get rid of a rust stain on a counter. Go take another nap and be quiet, dear. Boo-hoo. This is my life. I'm the one that has to live every detail of it, including what is said to me and reported to me. I don't get paid to sit on my fucking ass falsifying bullshit. Claiming a child who was bludgeoned and raped and recorded in video voyeurism child porn. And not just by Donald. That never happened? Yeah, right. I smell someone. If I can smell you, you are too close to me. I didn't say you smelled bad. Hell, I haven't put on deodorant today. But I don't stink. If I can smell someone, they're too close. Can you identify your perpetrator? Yep. Their energy, their scent, and those cheap-ass shoes. And that's how Auntie Charlotte's school was run. Heads up, 7-Up. Can you identify your perpetrator? Sure can. Childhood game, my ass. Just like the regional nursery riddles and rhymes. I forgot they're regional. Patty cakes, patty cakes. And I know kids used to tease him about that. Dolores Baker's man. Let's sell some more property. Bake me a cake as fast as Rod can. As I said, I requested open records about confiscated property and possessions. After John Estel was a fucking smartass about it, the feds cracked down on him for it, didn't they? More agencies than ever before reporting confiscation in Kentucky. The taxpayers are tired of paying for your all's fucking laziness. That is pure laziness, failing to file those reports at all. Do you know how much that costs the taxpayer? Let me play Lisa Yeary's little at no cost to the taxpayer message again. This movie is going to be epic. I expect my entrapment shit shredded. Hell, if the wealthy kids can have that marijuana stuff expunged off their record for writing a blank check, how many goddamn blank ones have I written them? Guess what? The money I spent was well worth it. And it's what I call Christianity. Here is our address in Mason County. You all know what medicines I'm on and a cannabis patient. If you're hungry, come on out. If you can't make it, let me know where you are. And if you're starving to death, I'll find some way to get there. bring you some food. So that crazy behavior in Mason County is totally out of character, but then again, they really were threatening to kill me and doing property damage of their own. Nobody believed me. They claimed they did not have to read me my rights or take my side of the story. So as I said, shall I describe the Hull's bodies, or shall I start with Mr. Boggs? When push comes to shove, I have a lot to talk about. You know, I don't like talking about those things. It's inappropriate. It's an understanding between men. But, just like a Mr. What is his name? Q-Call or whatever? I forget what that guy's name is, with Joan Crawford, one of her best friends. Joni, you're bigger than this. No, I'm not. You'll get bad press. Better than no press. And then the famous scene from Mommy Dearest. Trying to stab me in the back? Forget it! You forget the press I delivered was my power. I can use it any way I want. It's a sword that cuts both ways. Meaning, you all should have thought about it back then. Politicians. Always being a camera hoe, but didn't want to go to Hollywood. Christy Boggs and OxyContin. Look what we found. It's called coercion. When a cop forces you to do something against your will that you normally wouldn't otherwise do. Where did I go to law school? Wouldn't they love to know? Wouldn't they love to know which lawyers I've fucked? Just when I came out publicly with, you all remember my federal judge ex-husband, don't you? The straight one? God damn. Yes, that lawsuit protecting people in the workplace. It wasn't my way of fucking out of anything or whatever. It was totally consensual. Just one of those, I'm kind of curious, man. Of course, that was when I was a little bit prettier. Just like a man that I know. I don't think I've mentioned him publicly on video, but maybe I have. He would have killed me a decade ago. Just for the fun of it. Well, before I left Mason County, I got messaged out of the blue. I don't know, I've been thinking about you lately, and I thought you'd be a good person to talk to. Really? Another uncut dude. Not as big as I thought he'd be, but it was good. The guy I'm talking about would have fucking killed me a decade ago, and guess what? I don't want to give too much away, but he vacationed with us that one time down in Sevier County. Who in the hell gives a fucking shit who has sex with who? If they can be productive, non-crazy members of society, let them pay the $40 for the goddamn piece of paper. Or 100 or whatever the fuck it costs. Kim Davis denying a marriage license. Married 4 times to the same man twice. If you can't do your job as you swore to uphold to do it, get the fuck out. Opening the state to liability. That is not the Christian thing to do. Man, I so wanted that guy to win in Rowan County, that gay guy that had had interactions with Kim Davis. I think that's her name. She was big for a while, but oh well. I so wanted him to win. Wouldn't that have been fucking epic? A gay man denied a marriage license by Kim Davis winning her seat or her office or whatever. Would have been epic. But it's Kentucky. Those kinds of dreams don't come true. I'll get you the perfect co-star. You listen to me on this one. San Francisco, show me your golden gates. All this because of a failure of due process. I have never seen anything like it. Today. Well, you had the same thing happen here in Hamilton County. Probably because people don't understand Tourette's and the family won't admit what was done to me. I told Donald if he wanted to see this, he could see it. She wanted me to rub lotion on her back after a shower. Sure, why not? I don't mind. I'm not attracted to women. Well, first, you're my cousin. 2, I'm not attracted to women, but they don't disgust me like they do some gay men. I've had to care for enough people, sick and elderly in my family. That shit doesn't bother me. But I'll tell you just how disgusting my immediate family was. My father did his diddle things from time to time. But when I was the only one in the hospital with him, he was uncomfortable with me, helping him with a urinal. When I should have been the one uncomfortable around him. But that's just how I am. Forgive and let live and let it fucking go. I don't give a damn about your pardon. Grow your own fucking rose garden. So live and let go. I beg your pardon. I always wanted a nice big rose garden. Yeah. They ask me why I changed my voice. I don't even notice it. Pretty sure that's another symptom of what I mentioned. You all go right ahead and doubt it. As I'm sitting here in a female's nightgown. About ready to change because we're going to go out for a while, and no, I won't be driving. I'm totally capable of doing it. I can walk a straight line backwards, still. But I don't feel like it. Nicotine, it's the devil. Bobby Gollenstein's cigarettes always turned me on, too. But nothing in this world beat Donald's pipe tobacco. He'd get that Cheshire grin look on his face. You sure that was just tobacco, Mr. Wood? Debbie Lynn, love living in sin. Like I said, Bonnie and Debbie established Lover's Lane with Sassy, Luscious, and Maybelline. May they all laugh their asses off after they kill me. Sassy, with her cop lover and that sweet Eddie Bauer explorer. Oh, but no, I don't know nothing. I was just a dumb kid. So stupid I put my hand on a stove burner as soon as they turned it off. I don't know nothing. Like I said, that state trooper in Boyd County that day. Why in the hell did the Kentucky State Police ever buy those stupid little Chevy cars? What were those, anyway? They weren't a Malibu. And they weren't an Impala, or were they? Well, anyway, that state trooper in Boyd County that day that I was leaving tea time. Yeah, hormone replacement therapy, real fucking hilarious. I'm only going 56. Passing me. Oh, really? Well, thanks for the escort, dear. Good. I want your ass out of here. Too bad. Well, them as the breadwinner kicking me to the curb. I cannot wait to tell the conversion reparative therapy stories. Being suffocated by my own goddamn family. Attempted murder? Yep, pretty much. Look how much the Mason County property alone's worth. That's the sick thing with the criminal justice system. They kick people to the curb, hoping they die so that they cannot testify against their perpetrators. There's something in the works about reworking the EPO orders. I read about it somewhere. I don't know if I should shower or just put on deodorant. It's not like we're going anywhere important. I showered last night. Obscene gestures are another symptom of Tourette's. One of the reasons that the only logical solution was to make it not criminal. You can't sit and stigmatize people with health problems, claiming they don't matter, yet pulling those 72-hour pieces of paper out your asses. People with Tourette's often do obscene gestures. Punishing them for an ADA-covered disability is a huge lawsuit. Just FYI. So, my alcoholism in the workplace in Mason County, Kentucky, especially after the cops have been threatening to kill me and doing property damage of their own. Oh well. Guess what? Eastern State didn't even notate that either. That's called fraud, and it's criminal, not civil. Oh well, right, you know. Medical fraud is criminal, not civil. And I'm going to change. I don't need to change my bottoms, I don't think. I don't think I've leaked through this pair of underwear yet today. Another symptom of the antipsychotics, mainly because of the heart failure they cause, not to mention Eastern State's policy of, all right, you know, we've calmed you down with our forced treatment, now it's time for you to be incarcerated for your crime that we didn't have to read you your rights about or question you about. And that was Deputy Devin Hall and whatever that other deputy, an unmarked dude, was with them. Like I said, my parents, thanks to their goddamn child porn and rape productions, have always gotten away with it. Because guess what? The law enforcement was raping me. Donald wasn't the only one producing that sick shit. But oh well, you know, oh well. Man, my family could take my story and make a fortune, couldn't they? Especially with me gone. Oh well. Oh, dear God. Let my brain connect to my bladder muscle and the nerve, and there we go. And that's how bad my traumatic brain injury was. I have to sit and tell myself that, you know, you need to urinate. It's not being catheterized or anything. It's the severity of the injury they caused and the constellation of symptoms that was created from it. Oh, me dropping my cell phone as I was walking to the toilet, and that's just too much for people. My God, I have never seen people so immature in all my fucking life. So, because of Kim Razor's actions, pretty much, I carry Downy in a spray container. Again, thank you to the goddamn human trafficking fucking district putting me on medications that just made my symptoms worse. My apologies for the Tourette's tics. It's not in my medical file because those sick pieces of shit diagnosed it as the shits of the mouth. I really doubt they recorded it to get caught later. So yeah, like I said, the testosterone, increased breast tissue is a side effect of antipsychotics too. But after they started replacing my hormones the way they were supposed to be, that was another lovely symptom of their fucking stupidity. Everything started leveling out. So huge thanks to Donald and the other perverts for causing, court necessary dumbassery. Me just sitting there quietly and then getting bludgeoned. Me always having to kiss their ass, begging for crumbs, like they had done nothing wrong. With Dr. Debbie in Foxwood Wood Nestle asking, "Do you remember when your tonsils exploded?" Yeah, I can remember being raped. What's your fucking question? So, it's whose fault that I look like shit? That I'm on death's door? One of the dumbasses stealing the fucking funding? Or I'm confused. Shall I talk more about David Keith and Trevor? Or Anthony and Emmanuel? Or Stanley and Clint? Ephern? Like I said, the Werlines, just for a perfect example, got a free vacation, a nice one. Just for starters, for Donald's actions. Guess what I got? Knocked in the fucking skull. Thanks a lot for checking in with your important fucking, photography people. Pretty sure the Werlines kept one of the tapes. I heard the dialogue correctly. Why does it smell like shit in here? Man, that abscess on my right hip is still huge. But it's itching, so I know it's healing. Well, I'm going to post this one and then go do my thing, what we're going to do, and then be back later. You all have fun. we're having salmon. I'm having salmon and pasta. She's having salmon and green beans for dinner. Good afternoon.